Hey folks, Brian here. Last time I fixed my sticky brake pistons to get back on the road, but as soon as I did, I noticed my battery would only charge to about 50% on the LCD display. So I decided to take the battery off, and the last time I took the battery off was when I sent it to Juiced Bikes to get the battery plug fixed because the connectors were not connecting well and the connection was degrading and burning up. So I was a little nervous when I took this apart to check it out. As you can see, I've kept the two big large Velcro straps on as recommended by Jom and many other folks on the electric bike forums. And I also had the infamous saran wrap to protect it from water. Although I didn't get the bike during the winter because of the brake pistons issue and some other things like getting a cold, building the computer, and other stuff. I was also planning to change the chainring to a narrow wide chainring to avoid the chain slipping off. But now I've realized I've had those parts for half a year and still haven't gotten to it. Anyway, here is the male battery plug connector. It looked like there wasn't any degrading issues this time, so I was quite relieved. And then I checked the female end of the battery plug, and that also looked clean as far as I could tell. Finally, I checked the battery connector just in case, but I didn't expect any issues and I didn't see any there either. So I did start researching battery construction using e-bike schools and a whole ton of other online resources. I also tried to check the fuses to make sure they were okay, and they seemed to be functioning perfectly fine, which makes sense because the battery was still working, the bike was still working, it just wasn't charging all the way up. Anyway, this was right before the Christmas break, and I was getting a lot of my computer parts for my new machine, and I didn't feel like working on the battery and trying to fix it myself. I didn't think I had the tools or wanted to invest further in the tools. So I started researching on who might be able to repair this bike. I didn't want to buy the whole new battery on juicedbikes.com. It was quite expensive. So I sent it to High C Battery as recommended, one of the vendors on the electric bike forums that was recommended. And I got a quote to rebuild the battery to various capacities, but I decided to just get what came with the bike. And after I got it back, I think it was a month and a half later, but you can see that I got the upgraded battery. And I decided to put it back in, and I'm happy to say that the battery works well. There aren't any issues with it. I also was told that my Juiced Bikes battery charger was the culprit. It was only charging up to 53 volts. So I did order the cycle satiator to replace that, and High C told me the battery was at 89% health. So I also got that rebuilt as well. I did get some excellent customer service. I got some battery diagnosis reports, and I also got my battery pack upgraded due to the long wait time. So anyway, I put all the straps back on. I put my saran wrap back on, a nice fresh piece of saran wrap. Nothing feels like a great piece of saran wrap covering the button. And now I've been on the road for a couple weeks now, commuting back and forth without any issues. I certainly feel a lot more oomph. Even with only level 1 assist, I really feel like the bike has come back alive again. So I think even at 89%, it was already kind of weak. So hopefully with the cycle satiator, I'm going to charge it between the 20 and 80% intervals. Keep it in a nice indoor room for charging. And I'm not going to let it sit there at a strange charging level when another big bike problem like the brake pistons comes up and I don't ride for 3 or so months. So anyway, here are some clips of things I have, like this Juiced Bike's horn. And in the prior clip, you saw the backlight and the bike pump that I won in a contest, as well as the air pressure checker. And here's the cycle satiator that I'm now using to charge the battery. So, hope everything goes well. Thanks for watching. See you later. Bye.